Hey, what's up everyone? Mendel here. I hope you're all doing awesome and wonderful. So it's a great time to be a guitar player because we're able to capture the sound of an awesome amp like this, for example, the Stealth EL34, and then put that sound into a pedal as small as this. This is the new ToneX One Pedal. It's very small, so let's bring on the metal and then we'll dive into the pedal. That rhymes. Magic. Here we go. Alright, so I hope you liked that heaviness. If you did, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the belly thing. That's much appreciated. Let's dive into the pedal. So I do have to say the pedal is quite intuitive with the controls. So basically, first of all, we have these bass, mid and treble controls on the top. And if you press Alt over here, underneath you see like gate, compressor and reverb. So when you press Alt, that's when you control like the text that's underneath. When you hold this button, it becomes a tuner. So let's see if we're in tune. There we go. Sounding great, if I say so myself. And also when it's in alt mode, by the way, so now it's a volume. When you press Alt, it becomes the gain. So there are quite some intuitive things on this thing. So I got it hooked up through USB now, through the ToneX software. So for those who don't know yet about the whole ToneX ecosystem, basically you can capture your own analog amp, tube amp, or whatever gear you have, and capture that into the ToneX plugin. So basically you have your own amp in plugin format, the tone you dialed in, and now you can put that tone you have on a tiny pedal like this. Before we had, of course, and we still have the Tonex Pedal, which is quite a bit, Jesus Christ, which is quite a bit bigger, has more options. But I'm just so impressed that I can have my favorite tones in a tiny pedal like this. Love it. So how it basically works, as you can see, I have it hooked up with USB to the ToneX software. I'm now at the Librarian tab, and I have the Mother Metal Madness tone called Lucifer, which is the mystery amp. Right? So I can go to the Ivory one just by the flick of the switch. That. And basically there are two modes on this pedal. So now I'm in this AB mode where I switch between two patches. But when I click over here, now I'm in this basically stomp mode. So it's on and off of one tone. In this case, I loaded up in stomp overdrive, but you can also load like your amp capture on the stomp mode. If you want to use this pedal with one tone, just turn the amp on and off again. So how you do that without the ToneX software is basically hold Alt for 6 seconds. You can see over here this thing is green. So when I turn that, it becomes orange. And now it's in the stomp mode, as you can see over here. So when I turn it back, now it's back into the AB mode. When I turn this knob, when it becomes orange, it turns off all the cabs on all the tones. Or it's red, orange. And when I turn it back to green, that means all the cabs are engaged again. And with this switch right here, or knob I should say, you can control the input gain. Now you can store up to 20 tones on this thing. And this is really cool. So when you hold this switch and hold the Alt switch, both at the same time, Now you're in this mode where you can choose which tone you want to have in which slot. So the first slot is the A, the second slot is the B, and the last slot, you could basically call the C slot, is the stomp mode. So let's say I want to have the first patch, instead of the mystery amp, the Lucifer tone, as I turn this knob over here, you can see I'm switching through all these patches. So let's say on the first one I want to have the, let's do the bell rock tone, right? When I press this knob again, now we're doing B. So when I turn B, now we have, let's do the Asmodeus one. There we go. And I'll just keep the boost over there. So now we're in that A-B mode again. So I'm just going to click here, A. So this is the bell rock tone. Well, let's do the Dagon tone instead of the Asmodeus one. So now A is the bell rock one, B is the Dagon tone, and B is the Stealth EL34, my favorite amp. Sounds like this. So, okay, so let's put the guitar away for a bit because we need to round up about something important. So just to recap, we can capture our favorite gear or favorite tube amps or whatever you have, capture that into the software and use your own amp as a plugin. That's one. And now we have a pedal of this size where we can put that tone on and bring that tone with us. And you could even, if you have like a direct capture of one of your favorite amps, put this in the effects loop and just use your power amp. I mean, there are no more excuses, I guess, for having bad tones. So yeah, quite impressed what IK Multimedia did with this pedal. So I'll put a link in the description box down below for this pedal. It's an affiliate link. It won't cost you anything extra, but if you buy the pedal, a small percentage of that goes to me. So big thanks for that. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Cheers.